Hello my YouTube friends, this is Brian with BG Model Workshop. This is the final for the Thunderbolt One monster truck that we did for the Joe Thompson monster truck group build. I'm not sure how we're doing on time frame. I think the deadline may have passed. I don't know, I'm not sure. But we're finally done. Now there's been a few changes. First of all, we did not use these wheels here on the box art, and we didn't use the grill on the front here either. And the decals proved to be something other than what was ideal for this kit. So we did some changes, and this is what we ended up with. So we're calling this the Skull and Bones. I added a little Skull and Bones decal, and then used all the other decals that all the sponsor decals that were in the kit. What was bad about the decals that I had problems with was, first of all, there's a lot of glue, and it was having a hard. It was showing up on the black too much, and then the piping that's supposed to go around the wheel wells here didn't fit the arches, and then there was some piping that was supposed to go all along through here, all the way down to the end, and then come back again. That just did not match up to the body style either. And then the actual Thunderbolt One logo that goes down the entire side of the truck was too large to fit in between the wheel wells. It was like the decals were almost 10% too large for this model kit. So we used some parts box wheels that were given to me by a friend many years ago. I was going to use them as rocket thrusters for a rocket car idea I had, but never got around to it, and I'm glad I kept them because it came in handy for this kit. And the wheels, the tires I should say, are eBay specials. I got those on eBay for just a few dollars. Somebody that was parting out a USA 1 kit, I believe. And then I added the hood scoop here with the Moroso decal on it. I added the hood scoop there. That's off a 55 Chevy kit, the 55 Chevy Street Machine. I didn't like how it's a little dusty there. I didn't like how the hole in the hood looked, because the engine wasn't lining up perfectly with the hole that was pre-marked in the hood to be cut. So I just put a hood scoop on there to try and hide everything. It still looks really good. In the front, I did not put on the, you can see I still have a little bit of cleanup to do in here, but I didn't put on the front brush guard. I painted it up and everything, and I tried to do as best I could with the winch, but it just didn't seem to fit the kit very well. Maybe I'll save this for another build, but I've always loved the front ends on this vintage Chevy, so I just wanted to go ahead and display that as it is. I really dig these. My uncle had a pickup truck this vintage, and I love that thing. So under the hood, got the 400 cubic inch big block. And then I added on some an XL super coil, and then went with some yellow wiring because I always like the XL wiring. And then this is my first attempt at doing a braided water hose. Didn't turn out too bad. And then I used solder for the exhaust, and I got to do a little bit of dry brushing on the master cylinder there. That's actually another parts box part that I got of a 58 Chevy that didn't turn out quite right. And then we used metal velocity stacks. I think those looked the part. And then Joe Thompson had actually suggested that we take some of our little shift knobs and cut them. Focus. So you can make little tennis balls to fit down inside the velocity stacks for when we're on display, just like that. So I got a full set of those guys sitting in the wings waiting to go in. Back side of the radiator is a resin excuse me, backside of the core support is a resin radiator with molded in fans. I thought that was pretty cool. And then I made my own alternator bracket. It's a little hard to see down inside there, but we also used electrical tape for the fan belt. In the passenger compartment, I don't have this sealed down yet, but we did some photo etch seat belts and some ribbons for the belts. And then I got two different shift knobs there. There's a yellow one and a black one you can just barely see. And then I did some gauge decals that I got off of eBay. And then I added in my toolbox. I always like having the kit does come with a toolbox. It was chrome. I stripped it and painted it Ferrari red so it would stand out nicely. And then I decided to put the auxiliary fuel tanks on the back side of the fenders. Gave me more room for the roll cage. And then on the roll cage we just added 3 off-road style lights. So pretty basic. And then I had a Hawaiian flag decal in my decal stash, and I just thought that was going to look pretty cool. But yeah, here's the Skull and Bones. I was thinking about calling it the Punisher, but then I was like, nah. You know, everybody, it seems like a name that's overdone. So there we have it. All said and done. Little bit of touch-up left here and there. I might go back and do a little bit of a wash in the engine compartment to try and bring out whatever little detail we have left in there. But that's it. Skull and Bones is done. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you again. Bye.